What's going on, guys? It's Stubbs here. Welcome back to another video. We're back on some Need for Speed 2015 and we have a DC5 Integra here. One of the people from my last video said that not a lot of people actually tune this Integra, so why not give it a shot? So, decided to take your offer on the DC5 and see what I can do to it. I want to turn this into a grip car, I guess, somewhat of a time attack car. I love the DC5 as a car, and especially when you tune it like for time attack races. I always did that back on Gran Turismo and also on Forza. So why the hell not try and do it in Need for Speed as well? So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can do to this visually first of all, and then we'll go ahead and hop to the design. The design, I don't really want to change too much to it. I want to sort of, I think, get a carbon fiber hood, see if we can actually get one of those. Apparently we cannot, but I'll put this on because I think I like the way this looks. I think I'll just paint the hood black, I guess, because we can't get like a full-on carbon fiber hood, which is what I actually wanted to get on this initially, but that's alright. What sort of body kits can we actually put on this thing? So we can have the body club kit, which is just a wide body kit. Not really into that right now. So again, a time attack car. I want to get this thing to be very race ready, pretty much. Yeah, this looks pretty good here. We will add a diffuser on it. Anything for the side skirts? Jay's Racing, that's actually really good. It fits the front bumper as well. Apparently the counters are restricted. Splitters are restricted as well. I like the front though, to be honest, the way it looks right now. I guess I would have liked to add some counters at the front, maybe a diffuser, but I don't really care for it, to be honest, that much. It still looks pretty good. Side skirts. Let's see here. I think the Jay's Racing one looks a little bit cleaner. It looks a little bit nicer, so I'm gonna do that. The rear fender. We can't really do anything there. What? Let me change this back to the stock skirt real quick and see what we can do with this side. Oh, we can just bring it out a little bit. Nah, that's fine. It's fine the way it is. I'd rather have the side skirt, the Jay's side skirt. And alright, let's see here. On the rear bumper, we can yeah, I'll go with the Ings. Actually, it does look a little bit better. Diffuser, can't really add one. Apparently it's restricted again. Spoiler, that looks good already. The Jay's, this one looks even better. Yep, that looks fine. And now I am gonna go ahead and change the exhaust. So we can add onto this thing. You can have the race style 3-inch, or you can have the tilted one. I think the tilted one is the best one. It's the best looking one. I know I keep adding it on the cars, but it's the best looking one, the tilted one. I think it looks a lot better than just a normal one, like popping straight out. Now for the rims, I wanted to go with like something multi-spoke. Let's see if I have anything here. Something like this, right? Very, very similar to these. And we'll see if I can find anything interesting here that I can try and add on. Like I said, something that was similar to those. No, those rays look the best, so I'm gonna go and put those on. Alright, those are the rear wheels. Now, for the paint, I want to go with a bronze color. So we'll go to something like this. And then, of course, we're gonna go ahead and go to saturation, bring that down. Maybe a little bit lighter in color. So something like that. That's the color I wanted to go for. Not bronze, more like copper, I guess. Not really bronze. So bring the metallic part down as well. A little bit. Smoothness. Smoothness is fine, actually. Clear coat. No. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine for the wheel color. So I'm gonna add that to all wheels. The wheel size, I think is fine. I don't want to go anything too big or anything too small. I think that's just perfectly fine the way it is. Tires. I'll keep the standard tires, but I will add some text on the tires. I don't know what to add though. Maybe just Need for Speed. Falcon is the best one because it's like a very, very short word. But these are kind of cool because it has it written on twice. So I might add these tires on. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that actually does look pretty good. So let's go ahead and do the same thing on the front. Use normal, not stretched. That's fine. And now let's mess around with the stance a little bit as well. We can get this thing to be a little bit lower. Track width on the front is fine. I don't really want to change that. Track width on the rear. I want to bring that out a little bit. Camera on the front, a little bit of that, and a little bit on the rear as well. So something like that. Yeah, that looks quite good right now, in my opinion, as a tracker. So I'm digging the white paint. Like I said, I don't really want to change the paint on the car right now because I think it looks quite good. I do, however, want to have, I guess, a black hood. I was gonna get something carbon fiber, but I guess black will do for now. As you can see, I was actually checking out some sort of designs to see what I can add on this thing to basically make it black. But since you can't actually make it black, it's kind of annoying. We can't really add like any sort of like specific design to this, so I guess black it is. So let's go ahead and just make that nice and big so it just covers up the whole hood, and that looks perfectly fine to me. I like that. I like the way that looks. Can we try to get the back as well, like the boot lid? Oh, I think if we can try to get the boot lid to be completely black as well, that'd be pretty good. So if I go to the top again, add another one. I can go all the way to the rear. Yep, I can. Does this cover up the top as well? It does not. So I guess we'll just do... We'll do that and paint that black. I think the top of the back I want to paint that black as well, so I'm going to do that. So now we go to the rear. This... it's all the way at the bottom. I just realized. So do that, go out. Like so. Paint that black. Make sure it's like it doesn't clip onto the back bumper. That's perfect. That is perfect. I just wanted to clip back on the back bumper. That's pretty much. So that is, I guess, my design that I'm gonna go with. Like, if I could actually make that out of carbon fiber, that would have been a lot better. But I guess that's fine the way it is. I'm not gonna paint the roof black. The roof is fine. But I wanted to make the boot lid black and then also the hood black as well. Like I said, if it was carbon fiber, it would have looked a lot better. But for now, it's actually not that bad. So that is pretty much the design. That is pretty much what the car looks like right now. I'm digging it. I like the way it looks. It's what I want to. I was either gonna make this the blue color that it already comes in, or the white. So it was either blue or white, and I wanted to stick with the white since you basically buy it in white. I was like, fuck it. It looks very good in white. I might just keep it with that color. But I did want to have, like I said, the carbon fiber hood and maybe the carbon fiber boot lid. But for now, it's fine the way this looks. I'm not really too bothered about it not being carbon fiber. I think it looks pretty good with just the black and white. So that is pretty much the way that looks. Now, performance. I will not max this out. I will bring the horsepower up as much as I possibly can without adding a turbo to it, because I want to keep this NA. So whatever this thing can actually squeeze out without having a turbocharger on it, I think will be the amount of horsepower we'll go with. So I have no idea how much this is gonna make right now. Honestly, I have no idea. So I managed to finally unlock everything. I got to level 50, unlocked everything. I think everything's on elite right now. I can just buy it and add it onto the car. So 490 horsepower, 544. We have 578 brake horsepower. That is a lot of horsepower for a front-wheel drive. For a front-wheel drive Honda as a tracker. I know obviously in real life and in, like, I guess simulator type games, you wouldn't really have stuff like this. I mean, you'd have the actually, I'm not even gonna go with the elite. I'm gonna go with the P tires, and that's because it's a little bit easier to slide in this game, even if you have a front-wheel drive. And that's what I'm gonna tune it for. I'm not gonna tune it with full-on grip specifications. I'll show you guys now what I'm gonna do to this thing. I will actually bring it down. Whoops! I'm gonna bring down the handling style to drift. Well, not really to drift, but down to there, because this is actually faster. If I bring this all the way up to grip, it's still somewhat slow, because this game, like I said previously, it sort of favors drifting, right? So whenever I go ahead and I do any sort of grip racing, it is actually faster for me to go around drifting. Because for some reason you get to keep up your speed quite a lot whenever you're sliding around in corners. Whenever you're sort of initiating a drift in this game, you keep up your speed quite a lot whenever you're drifting, and it's very, very easy to just pop out of the corner really fast. Alright. I know this is a front-wheel drive, but this is Need for Speed. This is... See what I mean? See how easy it is to take that corner? Even though this is pretty fast. That's a truck. Yeah, this is quite fast. It's a little bit weird, it being a front-wheel drive and actually me sliding around like this, but it is actually very, very quick. It is very quick. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's pop into a time attack, I guess. Time trial. This one apparently is hard. Not entirely sure if I'll be able to do this with a 500 horsepower car, but should we give it a shot? Let's give it a shot. Why the hell not? Let's see how close I can actually get to completing this time trial here, because this is pretty much what I wanted to do with this guy. I just wanted to turn it into a time attack car, I guess. Visually looks very good, I think, and also it doesn't drive that bad from what I've seen. 6 minutes and 31 seconds. I did not realize how long this was. All right, well, doesn't matter. It just means that the video is going to be a little bit longer, but that is all good. All right, so if I want to do this right, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go ahead and change the view to the hood view, so I can see exactly where I'm going, because it's a little bit easier for me to control the car when I'm in hood view. It just feels like the control is a little bit different as well. Acceleration wise, it's just fine. Grip wise as well, I think it's fine with the tires that I chose for it. It just means I can actually slide it a little bit as well as being able to sort of control it quite well. So yeah, very interested to see if I can actually get this thing done. That'd be really, really cool if I can get this this hard event completed with this DC5. I wish there was a manual option in this game. I really do. Anybody watching right now from Ghost, please put an option to have automatic transmission in this game. Honestly, it's just something that we need. Look. Oh no, go the other way. See, I just feel like it stays in the wrong gear whenever I'm trying to slide and stuff like that. But it's fine. It's fine. Let's continue this. Got a cops after us. That's all good as well. I already lost them. that was a very quick chase. So yeah, this car handles quite well right now. I'm quite happy with it. I think what could I have done different? I guess make it a little bit more grippy. I guess bring the slider up a little bit to grip. Maybe like one notch towards grip, but I'm not really complaining about the car at all. Like, I'm just trying to see if I can find anything to improve it at all. But yeah, that's probably what I think I'd do, because I think it's a little bit too, like, wobbly. You'll see me, like, trying to control it from time to time, and that's just because it's on, like, the drift setting, and whenever I'm doing any sort of turning whatsoever, it sort of decides to wobble because it sort of wants to try and slide. You know, wants to drift. The other way? I'm turning the other way, car. What are you doing? Alright, it's fine. Hopefully I haven't messed up too much. I'm about halfway through right now. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. It's pretty easy to, like, know exactly what to slide and how much you need to slide, and whenever you have to hit the e-brake and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a pretty easy car to drive, honestly. What was the previous car? The Challenger, I think, was the previous car that we ended up building. This is a lot easier to drive than the Challenger. A lot easier. I feel like it stays in the gear that you want it to. A lot more than the Challenger. I mean, I still don't like it, like, banging off the limiter whenever I'm, like, sliding around or drifting or anything, but the Challenger was always, like, I felt like it was always in the wrong gear. Even though obviously it is faster than this. See, like right there, I would have changed gears so I can actually continue my slide. But it's fine, I guess. It's still not too bad. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's do this time trial, come on. I feel like I'm gonna get this done. I don't know why. And I feel like I'm gonna do it a lot faster than 6 minutes. Come on, come on, come on. Oh god. Okay, slow down, slow down. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, this is actually getting close. 56 out of 76, 20 more. 20 more checkpoints, come on. Come on. Hopefully there's no oncoming traffic. I hate going on the opposite side of the road. I hate doing that. Especially Need for Speed. It's always Need for Speed that I hate going on the opposite side of the road because it's just... You'd never see cars coming towards you, especially in like... in games like this or Need for Speed Underground 2. Oh shit, that was a little bit of a big... a wall tap, I guess, as Slap would say. Come on. 5 minutes, 11 seconds. I really want to do this. I really want to get this done. I just want to show off how good this car is. And actually be able to finish off this time trial. This hard time trial, actually. Come on, come on, come on. We're in a more technical section. 5 minutes, 48 seconds. This just means that there's... these checkpoints are going to be a lot closer together. Okay, cool. Last one. Wow, I'm actually going to beat the recommended time. 6 minutes and 2 seconds. What was it? 6 minutes, 3 seconds. Wow. This is... I'm honestly surprised how fast this actually turned out to be, and obviously with the turbo we can actually get this to be a little bit faster. So yeah, the only thing I'd probably change on this thing is go a notch towards the grip settings, and that is pretty much it. Like in a handling tuning, that is pretty much it. That's all I do. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys very much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you enjoyed this DC5 Integra. I actually think it turned out quite well. And it's definitely a car that I probably would have used in my career mode if I knew it was this good, but for now, that'll be it. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.